Happy New Year, everyone. From all of us here at Narrow Road Adventures, we really appreciate what you've done in 2017, just helping us get this channel started. It was all just because I enjoy making videos and taking pictures of our adventures we go on. I thought, why not put it out there in social media and see that hopefully other people enjoy it as well. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of you out there, want to thank you and hope you continue to enjoy our content. I'm building up more of my arsenal of videography equipment, so I hope you notice that. I hope you continue to see better quality footage that we put out, and yeah, just keep more of the adventures rolling. So continue to follow along. If you haven't liked or subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. It helps get the word out there to more people. So wanted to thank you first of all, and also get into our UP trip, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, that we went on. For those of you that are maybe considering going to the UP, hopefully give you some ideas and different things before you set out, some things that we learned that'll make your trip better. So first of all, we bit off way more than we could chew. We were just hustling to the next destination, the next key place we wanted to visit, and just doing it 5 days. We tried to cover most of the UP. It's impossible. It'd take several weeks to cover it thoroughly and really enjoy it. And so it's just one of those things we're still learning and trying to figure out in our trip planning. So I'd say if you have, say, 5 days to cover it, pick an area, like a third of the UP maybe, that you really want to hit and cover. And then also consider, how much off-road driving are you going to want to do? Because we kind of had to limit it a little bit with the time frame that we had. And also, you noticed I had the caliper bolt fall out on my Jeep, and having the delays of trying to fix that set us back a good chunk of a day. So I would recommend having like 1 day in there, just a killer day that if you have any emergencies, you've got that day. And maybe in the middle of your trip, you just want to sit and relax. Like, ideally, it would have been nice when we were up in Copper Harbor, beautiful area, that we just have maybe an extra day there just to leave camp, travel around, relax, and enjoy a little more. That would have been hindsight ideal. And then also being up there, we didn't mention much, but saw the northern lights, the auroras, looking up there. It was quite a shock. We wouldn't expect it this far south, but yeah, clear sky, beautiful. So if you're ever up there, look for it. It was amazing. First time we've ever seen those. So, and then also you've noticed we ran into some dead ends of private property. That was something we had to learn here. We use the Gia GPS and the maps that a lot of times have a green line around that's showing the borders of the state and national forests. Well, inside that, you might see some other little boxes. We found out that most of those are private property that has been bought up in the middle of the forest. So just be aware of that, because there's a few times we had a trail that we went up and then there's a box, and right when we get to it, there's a fence. So people blocking off that area, trails that are moving through their property. So be aware of that when you're planning out your routes, and have a backup plan if it doesn't go as planned. So, and then also the bugs, that can be a big issue, as the joke is, the Michigan state bird is the mosquito, and I would say also the black flies. So be prepared for that. We took permethrin, that it's an insecticide that some people recommended, and we did some research into it. From what we learned is in the liquid state or the misted state, it can be harmful. You don't want to inhale it, and you don't want it on direct skin. But we would use it in a diluted form. It was like pretty diluted, and so with water, and then we'd spray it on some of our pant legs to help with the bugs. And I also was told that it helps with ticks, so we'd spray it there on our tents, on the ground in the area that we were at, and that seemed to help. We spray it, covered the whole area, and then it was maybe a half hour, and the bugs pretty well left the area. So seemed to work well. Do your research. I'm not necessarily recommending it. Do your research and look into it thoroughly for yourself before using. And also, we had our canopy with mosquito net. That was awesome because we could cook in there, eat, hang out, play games, and not have to deal with the bugs that were in the area, as well as rain, because we had probably half the nights it rained. And so just having that, not having to be bunkered in our tents, was great. It's about 40 pounds, so it's not too easy to lug around. It takes up a lot of weight, but I think with that particular trip, it was definitely worth the trade-off. So something to consider and look into. We found that one on Amazon. But then also, when we were heading into Gay, Michigan, on the Upper Peninsula, we were wanting to get onto the Stamp Sands beach, but coming in on the north side, there was a gate that was blocking it off, and really disappointed. We were like looking forward to getting out there, but we stopped at the gay bar in Gay, Michigan, and interacting with the lady there, she mentioned to us, well, if you head south a little bit, there's kind of a small road that heads to the east to where you could run into and take you out onto the Stamp Sands. So we did that, got out there. It was unbelievable. It was probably 4 times bigger than I expected it to be, and just the stretch of just all this medium-sized stones just covering the whole beach. Has to do something with the iron ore mining that they did in Gay, Michigan, and somehow it just covered the whole beach. So pretty awesome to check out. And also, be sure to take some cash with you, because you have obviously the toll if you're going up the Mackinac Bridge from Maine, Michigan into the UP, and then also state parks. If you plan to visit or stay and camp at any of the state parks, there's most of them there are kind of an honor system where they have envelopes that you put your money into to pay your fee, and then there's a stub you pull off. You fill out your information on both of them. The stub you put in your vehicle as proof of purchase. You put the money into the box for them to pick up. So have some cash. That makes it a lot easier, and a mix of bills to do so. Also, interact with the people in the small towns. They're really nice, down-to-earth people that we found, and just get to know them, the story of their small towns, the area. You see when you get into the UP, pasties everywhere, and we're like, what is pasty? Talking to one of the ladies, she's saying that it's like a hot pocket that it was something that the miners would take for lunch and eat. So really good. Check that out. Also, smoked fish up there is pretty popular. So check those things out. You might enjoy it. And then also, bears, other wildlife, just be prepared for that. We didn't have any unusual interactions, didn't see any bears, which is probably more uncommon than when you see them. That's probably more common. But be sure to take care of your food and your trash properly. Leave wherever you're staying better than you found it. Tread lightly and take care of the environment. But take your trash and your food, either hoist it up into the trees to get it out of reach of animals and do that properly, or put it in your vehicles to keep it out of reach. As they say, a fed bear is a dead bear, because once they get the taste of human food, then they're going to keep looking for it. So protect them that way. Also, you can defend yourself if need be with pots and pans. Bears, black bears are usually pretty skittish. That loud noises can scare them off. So if you need to, bang those together, scare them. As a second line of defense, I'd recommend getting some bear spray that to help with that. And as a third line of defense, I carry a handgun. Up to you. I have a permit, and it's legal in Michigan for it. So if you're a gun carrier, that might be something worth doing as well. as a third line of defense. I hope to never have to use it. But then also gas, fuel. It's pretty available up there. We would always, when we come to half a tank, we'd stop at the next gas station to fill up. We also had 5 gallons of spare gas in a can available if we needed it. But there's gas pretty much everywhere that you don't have to go too far without it. So not too much to worry about, but always carry a spare can with you just in case. And ORV, there's some ORV trails and routes, so be aware of those that you'll need one or both of their ORV stickers. There's two. There's a Michigan ORV sticker, and there's also the Michigan ORV Trail. And so those are 2 different ones, and to know where you need one or the other is tough. We got both of them in case we ever got out on and wanted to go down one of those trails. They are pretty clearly marked, and they'll say what vehicles are able to drive on them at the trailheads. But just be aware of that. And the trails, those are primarily for ATVs and motorcycles, where the routes are for the full-sized vehicles. So I don't think we ever ran on any of those, but if you think you might want to, be sure to get those stickers so the DNR don't give you a fine. And you can pick those up at DNR locations, as well as a lot of the gas stations or stores in the area. So it's pretty prevalent in any part of Michigan to find. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or things that I didn't cover that you would like answered, please put that in the comments below. Also, if you know of anything that you'd like me to cover, walk-arounds, reviews, let me know. If there's any other videos that you'd like me to make in the future, please let me know. I want to know what you guys enjoy, what you want to hear about. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We'd really appreciate it. And thank you. Enjoy 2018. Get out and explore down the narrow road. See you guys.